Welcome to Dakota Growing. I'm Kelsey Deckert, your horticulture agent here in Burleigh County, joined with my co-host Tom Kalb, NDSU Extension horticulturalist. How's it going today?
Everything's great.
Everything's great.
It's perfect weather outside, like 70s.
It is nice and cool, not overly hot. Like that.
A few mosquitoes are coming into town. Oh. I didn't invite them, but they're showing up. So that's a problem. But all in all, everything's good. And we got some
rain in the forecast.
Rain. We're kind of on the margin of drought, though. I saw the official map.
I did see that, too.
Just on, and it's worse in the west in general, but we're just on the edge. But I think we're okay. It's not that bad.
No, not that bad. Rounding out the end of June already, pretty much.
Yeah, wow. Pretty soon. When do the days start getting shorter?
After yesterday. Yesterday was the longest day.
Yesterday was?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That means winter's coming.
Well, that's really a pessimistic outlook.
Oh, no.
We got a lot of summer left.
Oh, no.
Hopefully a long fall.
I was hoping we got a couple more weeks of longer days. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, goodness sakes. That's what it is.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, since the days are getting shorter, I thought I'd talk about planting a garden.
Ooh, at the end of June yet?
This is for people who procrastinate a lot.
Is this yours?
Yes. Yeah, because I'm busy. I got 300 gardens across the state, okay? Give me a break.
Right.
What do you want? So I come last, and that's all right.
All right.
But today, I'm going to tell for other procrastinators, and now is a good time to pick up bargains.
That is true.
Like,
a lot of sales.
Like when's the best time to buy a winter coat?
Spring.
Exactly. So now's the best time to buy some plants, because you should have done it by now.
That's right.
So I was out in Bismarck yesterday. There you go.
That's a good advertisement there.
That's cool. That's, you see those portable greenhouses.
Yep.
This next to Family Fair grocery store. So I was yesterday, so a lot of great sale going on. Lots of great opportunities. So I'm going to give you a few tips about bargain hunting. And I want to thank my colleague Don Kinsler, who operated a greenhouse or a garden center in Fargo.
Sure.
And so he shared some tips about bargain hunting. So here's just a few tips, and then I'll show you some real examples. So now when you go bargain hunting, like when you go to this place here, you should have a plan in place, okay?
That would make sense.
So you don't have any impulse buying. Like you see, oh, wow, I got to have that eggplant. I never had that. So make a plan of what kind of plants you need. And then also, second, know your garden space so you know about how many plants, so you don't overbuy.
Right.
Because those plants are small. And you think, I probably need a lot of them. Maybe you don't need a lot of them. So have a pretty good perspective of what kind of plants you're going to buy and how many you're going to buy. Okay? Be prepared, Kelsey. Next, where do you go bargain hunting? I would start with the local owned stores, because they're going to provide plants that grow well in our area. And maybe even they grew the plants from seed themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just say something a little bit controversial here, that in general, I think our local owned greenhouses, they train their employees to take care of plants. This is their job, and they know what they're doing. And so again, we're kind of at the end now. And so all those plants have been in the greenhouse a long time.
Right.
And those plants are kind of feeling it, they man, I am hungry. I am thirsty.
Buy me.
Yeah, please.
Care for me.
Save me. It's like those misfit toys on the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. They're just hoping that someone will take them and take care of them. So I think generally our local garden centers do a really good job taking care of the plants. I was just up in a greenhouse in Minot last week. I was so impressed by how beautiful the plants were, even at this late stage of the buying season. But like if you go to a big box store, the person who's in the garden center today may be in the So since the days are getting shorter, maybe they're in the Christmas section next week, that kind of thing. Not always. It's a general, but and also it's always good to buy local. But I think it's, because again, a lot of these big box stores, the plants they didn't grow those plants from seed. They got them shipped in.
Yeah.
Next tip, buy at the off-peak. So you can avoid the weekend crowds by shopping like Monday through Thursday. Okay? Like sometimes in these greenhouses, like it's tight with your shopping cart, and it's kind of, there's hoses everywhere, and so it's kind of like to go like when it's less crowded and you can take your time. You can look at the the little name tags. Okay, I kind of like that. I can read it. And then also, I always ask the employee, I say, okay, what day do you get your plants?
Yeah.
Because let's say because they want to be ready for the weekend. So, we get our plants on Thursdays. So Thursday afternoons the truck comes. Okay, I'm going to be there late Thursday afternoon, so I get the fresh plants from the regional greenhouse. So keep that in mind. Another tip, you can save money on this. We're talking about saving money by using starter plants. Like I like to buy like those 6-packs or 4-packs because you get like 6 or 4 plants.
Yep.
But if you buy you can buy a big tomato plant in a pot for $25, and you got an instant plant. Maybe you got some fruits on it too, but I can have starter plants for I can get, let's say, 4 plants for $4. And those plants will grow and all the experience of growing. And so they'll get to be big eventually. So I like using starter plants. The last thing, especially this time of year, is again, some of our plants are a little bit unhealthy in that they've been in the greenhouse for a couple months. So you gotta look with a keen eye about what are the healthiest plants this greenhouse offers, I should say. So select plants with sturdy stems and look at the color of the foliage. Like here's some pepper plants. You can see on the left-hand side, you see that rich green color and opposed to more yellowish.
Yep.
So that plant on the right side is saying, I really could use a little bit of nitrogen right now. I'm really a little bit hungry. Yeah. And I don't like to see flowers on my vegetable plants or fruits. That's the worst thing. Because once a vegetable plant sets a fruit, it starts targeting its energy to the fruit and not to the development of the plant. And I want my young plants to still develop in the garden before they set fruit, so we'll get a bigger overall harvest. So like this one on the left has a little tiny bud. That's okay. But if this plant had a pepper on it, I would turn away from it. Or like if I buy a tomato plant and I see it has flowers, as soon as I get away from that, as soon as I buy it, I'll pick off the flowers. I want to plant. It's not time to bear fruit yet.
Relax.
You gotta relax. You gotta grow. Okay? I gotta feed you. You're hungry, especially on a bargain plant. You're really hungry. I gotta feed you. We'll worry about the children later. Okay? Now here's a marigold plant I bought because I wanted a special variety. And so why did I buy this plant? Because I wanted a special variety of this marigold. And it's not the best looking plant today, but that doesn't mean I'm going to dismiss it, right? It can be healed.
You are a doctor.
That is so true.
Plant doctor, you got this.
In other words, I spent way too much time in college and not in the real world. Sorry about that. But I am from a farm, so I do have some reality ingrained in me. I'm not strictly ivory tower Tom here. So, but it's got yellow. That's probably nitrogen. You see the purple? Mm-hmm. That's probably a phosphorus deficiency. And so this plant can be healed. It's like a kid with a cold or a flu. I can heal you, okay? We got better times ahead of us. So I had a sturdy stem, just a little discolored, but I got a little bit shot of fertilizer. You're going to be off and roaring. And then I always look at the roots, especially when the person in charge of the greenhouse isn't watching me. So then I can
sneaking.
I sneak. And I say, okay, I wonder what these roots look like. because I want the roots to be white.
Yeah.
I mean, white means
Healthy.
Yeah, no fungus. If it's brown, that means, you're rotting. It's a bad sign. The other thing is that, like, you see how this is a lot of roots. Okay, this is in a small pack, and so it's all congested. So I'm going to have to break up those roots a little bit. I like to scratch them a little bit to open them up because they're starting to cycle around the pack walls. So that's an important thing. Especially this time of year, sometimes you buy like a 6-pack or something, and it won't even come out of the plastic. It's so jam-packed with roots. And so you got to just be aware of that. And if it's got brown roots, I would just walk away from that. Do you agree with me, Kelsey?
Yeah, put it back.
Put it back.
I'm not able to resuscitate you.
Well, there's other fish in the sea, is what
That's
my
right.
parents told me when it took decades to find a wife finally. They said, don't worry, Tom, there's other fish in the sea. So there's other plants in the greenhouse, too,
But
by
it's
the
true.
way. I could get a different one. The other thing, when you handle plants in a greenhouse, please don't be picking up all these markers and then shuffling them around. Otherwise,
Confusing.
well, what about the poor guy behind me?
Exactly.
So I said, okay, I want to buy a bell pepper plant, and you pick it up. Oh, where was that? And put it here. And say, you put it into a habanero or a hot pepper plant. Then you grow it, and like a month or two later, what the heck did I get from that greenhouse? It said bell pepper. It's a habanero, man. So be a good customer and think about the customers who handle the product after you. Okay, here's a couple plants that I got, and you can see the difference. Like the one on the top has green foliage, and the one on the bottom, it's hungrier. And probably one reason is the one with green foliage. You see, it's got a single pot. It's got more soil that it's mining the nutrients from. So that's a good sign. But I like for that green, but you see how tall and leggy it is. Mm-hmm. So that's okay. That's okay with tomatoes. Especially this time of year, like they grow up looking for sunlight, and if they got a lot of friends nearby, they're all competing for the same sun, so they just kind of get a little bit leggy. But the plants are sturdy. Here's a close-up of that plant. You can see the difference. Like you got one that's green and healthy, another one it needs some fertilizer. Even I can see a little bit of shade of purple in that for the phosphorus. There's hope for both of them though, and they both have sturdy stalks. But again, I'm a guy who likes varieties, so this one on the bottom was a special variety I just had to have, and it was worth spending some time healing it. Here's something kind of fun about tomatoes.
Yeah.
Is that they have these little bumps on the bottom of them, and that's not a disease, and or a edema we call that. No, these are adventitious roots, and so that's why when we plant a tomato, a leggy tomato like this, even though I'll go all the way back, you see how long that is. I can pick off some of those lower leaves, and I can make a trench. Like here's my.
Yeah, I was wondering if we get into the
Yeah,
demonstration.
here's my demonstration. You see how this tall leggy thing, man, just right here, bang, fall down. Oh wow, it's so tall. So even if I planted it, man, in the North Dakota wind, it's not going to be happy. But I can dig a trench and I can lay it on its side, pick off the lower leaves. Pick, and then I can just have this much on the surface, just like the top 12 inches. And then on the bottom here, it's got all these bumps that's going to form new roots. So I'm going to have more roots by trenching it. So, and people who do this early in the season, you want to make sure that the trench is shallow because the soil's warm, and tomatoes like warm. You don't want to plant so the roots are like 2 feet down. That's because there's no good soil there. There's not much water there, and it's colder. But this time of year, it's warm. The ground's good and warm, so that's not a big deal. But I like that. Just tip it a little bit. It's going to be a little bit crooked when I plant it, but don't worry. Plants will not keep growing crooked.
They'll naturally.
They're going to say, "Where's the sun?"
Yeah, above
so where's
us.
the sun? It's
above us.
No wonder. No wonder trees grow up. And so same with tomato plants. They will grow up. They will curl up, and you got a beautiful plant here. $1. How about that? Less than $1. Okay, trench your tomatoes. You can buy those leggy tomatoes. I kind of like it a little sturdy, and of course if they're green, that's better. But you can trench them, and you have new, strong roots. Okay, there's those bumps. Here's a close-up of those bumps.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing I give my plants? I got to give them a shot of phosphorus, especially tomatoes, because phosphorus, that's the second number on the fertilizer package. Phosphorus promotes roots and fruits. That's what phosphorus is, roots and fruits.
Strong root system.
That's right. And so I get like a starter fertilizer, and here's like a bloom booster. See, it gets like fruits, flowers. But if they said root food, probably nobody would buy it.
Probably not.
You know, so,
why do I care about the
What do I
roots?
care-
I want the veggies.
I want the flowers or the fruits. So, but it's the same thing. It's high phosphorus. And so this is just what this plant needs. And you can give the shot right when you plant it, or I like to give them a good drink of water just to recover the shock. And then maybe 2 days later, give them a good shot of phosphorus. And then the roots will just take off. Okay?
Very good.
Those are my tips about bargain hunting.
So
What do you think about that?
you're gonna go help this one out?
This one's going to be in the ground. You see, the problem is I got a job. I can't just goof off gardening all the time. So this is going to take. It's not going to happen today. But tomorrow, buddy,
You're gonna start feeling better
tomorrow,
on the road to recovery.
you're going to be on the road to recovery. Just give the doctor one more day.
That's right.
I got to see some other patients and then get you.
Yeah. What other patients you got out there? What's been going on?
Winter injury mostly, and now we got fire blight coming in town.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem now. And also, audience doesn't care about this, but it's the fiscal end of the year, so I got to get my money in order, for my fund, my grants and stuff. So I don't like that either, trust me. I'd rather go shopping for plants instead of dealing with auditors, but that's a whole nother matter. I got one other thing that's going on, Kelsey. That is apple maggots. I want people to know about that. Apple maggot flies. That's the most common insect on our apples. Okay? Apple maggot. It starts with a fly. The fly start at the end of June. We're now in mid-late June. Okay? The fly is just like just kind of waking up a little bit. Like,
A little stretch.
yeah, okay, just not quite ready to fly. Just, it's coming.
Prepping.
It's coming. So we got to be prepared for this guy.
Yeah.
It's not, or this woman, especially. She's the problem because she lays eggs. Men are pretty harmless. But you see, like she lays eggs, and every place where she punctures the fruit to lay her eggs, you get a little dimple on the apple. And then when the eggs hatch and they cut open the fruit, you see these narrow, these thin, like railroad tracks or tunnels. Not a one big one with a big fat worm. These are maggots. You don't even see them. They're so small and they're translucent, but they make these trails. So you got a misshaped fruit, and you cut it, and you got these trails in there. So what do you do with that?
What do you do with that? With the apple that's got the trails in it? I'd probably
Applesauce.
say, here, horses.
Oh yeah, horses. I thought you liked horses.
Yeah, they like
So
those.
you give them junk? Oh, because they don't have a choice, huh?
Well, they like
You don't buy them
them.
good
It's
apples.
sweet.
You give them. Here's a rotten apple, horse.
Not a rotten one, but if you
Well,
have one like
would
this.
you eat it?
I wouldn't eat it, but my horse would. They'd enjoy that.
They don't. Wow. You are such a walking contradiction with
I know.
horses. I can't.
Ride these horses.
Right after you brand them and you scar their skin for life. There you go. You give them a rotten apple. There you go. Let's go for a ride, Jenny. I don't know about you, Kelsey. Here's the other thing about maggots. So should you spray? Should you spray? Because the flies are coming. I don't know if you should spray. You don't know if you should spray. So you should set up a trap to see if the flies are around. And there's apple maggot traps that are available. It's like a red sphere, and sometimes they have a yellow background even, like a little plastic sheet through it to really attract them. For some reason, insects got a thing for yellow, or especially maggot flies. But they also like red because they see, oh, here's all those apples.
Big apple, huh?
Big apple. Wow, I bet that's rotten. Just like the type that Kelsey feeds her horses with.
That's right.
Perfect. And so I'm going to go to that apple, not the apples, the rest of those little green apples on the tree. And so all you got to do is hang up those traps, And then just go out there once a week. Are any apple maggot flies there? No flies? Okay. No spray. There you go. It's called monitoring.
That is monitoring.
It's very important.
Sometimes, though, I get the people who say, I've had this for years. I know they're there. They don't want to waste the time with the traps.
All we can give is recommendations.
That's right.
That's all we can do.
That's right.
If they don't want to listen, that's fine.
That's right.
That's right. But then later, and you know what? Maybe they sprayed, they spent money. Some of these sprays are very toxic.
Very much.
And you didn't have to.
That's right.
Why would you spray? Like emerald ash borer. You shouldn't be applying anything for that. Don't say, oh, it might be here. No. Wait till it's here. Same with apple maggots. Just get 5 traps. Okay, that's how I do it. You put 5 traps in a tree. Make sure that at least there's one on the south side. If you got a brushy area, the flies may come from that. So put on the side near brush. If you see it, if you see the flies, you spray with an insecticide. Carbaryl is the old 7, and that's the traditional synthetic product, but pyrethrins and spinosad are organic, and they're safer to use. They give less, the protection's not as active for as long as time. Like pyrethrins are really only good for a day or two. But those are your options to spray. And then you should spray, especially once things really get hot in late July. That's when we have most activity in general. But it can begin right on the 4th of July when the fireworks come. More on fireworks later in this show. And then also maybe why these people have so many problems every year is they don't pick up and remove the fallen fruit in the fall. Because where those maggots come from, they eat and then they drop to the ground right below the tree.
So maybe that's soil.
That's right. So, or maybe they came from the neighbor tree. That's another possibility. But good sanitation can reduce this problem. Save you money. Okay. That's what I got about apple maggots. You got any questions about apple maggots?
I don't got any. No.
You know why I said if you got rotten apples, you can make applesauce out of that.
I know you have told me that.
There's regulations like there's a certain amount of apple maggots that are allowed in applesauce, and you don't waste your best apples on applesauce. You either give them to a horse or you make applesauce out of it. Most of us don't have horses.
Maybe deer, though.
Deer.
Sometimes people throw those rotten apples out for the deer,
There you go.
That's another idea.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
They appreciate that. So you can shoot them later? Is that the plan?
I mean, you shouldn't be baiting deer, but yeah, I guess. I don't drop apples off deer.
I don't like deer.
Like you've tried it or you don't like deer hunting?
I've never hunted.
Okay.
Sorry, I lost 10% of our audience right there. But I just can't, you know what? I'm a klutz. I wouldn't trust myself with a gun. And no one would. If I had a gun, you don't want to be around me, that's for sure. I think I'd go crazy. I'd probably kill somebody or myself, whichever I accidentally first. So that's not for me. Deer hunting's not for me, but I don't like deer. All they do is
hurt plants.
They hurt cars and they hurt plants.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. So they can go out in the wild.
Well, I'm not going to talk about deer anymore. I am going to shift gears, though.
Okay, what are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about 4th of July. We're a couple weeks away, aren't we?
250th.
Yeah, how you celebrating America's birthday? From your deck, watching the fireworks?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My neighbor's fireworks, not mine. They cost too much.
Well, you probably see the Capitol pretty well.
No, it's too far. It's too far away, and they don't even start till too late.
Oh, darn it.
I used to do that when I had little kids, but man, they wait till like 10:30. Come on, man.
Well, it's got to be dark out.
Let's get the ball rolling here. The days are already getting shorter. Come on, let's get them going. Because then you get home at midnight with the kids. I don't know. No, the nice thing is like you get your neighbors.
Well, you live.
I live out on the county a little bit, so I got like 4 neighbors who go nuts on the fireworks, and so that's great. I just sit on the deck and enjoy it. enjoy them blowing up their money up in the sky. That's
right.
great. I love it.
Well, I did a little bit of research on fireworks.
I hope so.
I did.
This is a research-based
It
program.
is. It is. So even the very first Independence Day involved some fireworks. So back in 1777, they had put together quite an elaborate day to
Candles.
celebrate. You know, they said that the celebration included a 13 cannon display,
Oh, a cannon.
a parade.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Why are they wasting their ammunition?
Yeah. A fancy
We're
dinner.
fighting the British now.
I know. 1777. The year after. Our first birthday is what I'm talking.
Yeah, I
America's
know.
first birthday.
But we were at war.
Yeah.
We kept fighting till 1783.
Well, I don't know. This is my research.
1781 before we had a.
That's what my research says, Tom.
Those guys are wasting our cannons.
They said
I hope they aimed the fireworks at the British.
that would have been smart, huh?
That's killed 2 birds with 1 stone with 1 firework there.
Yeah, they said they had some musket salutes,
Yeah.
loud huzzas. I don't know what that exactly
Huzzah.
means. And of course, fireworks. So it was actually cited in a description from the Virginia Gazette on July 18th, 1777. Says the evening was closed with a ringing of bells, and at night there was a grand exhibition of fireworks which began and concluded with 13 rockets on the commons, and the city was beautifully illuminated. Everything was conducted with the greatest order. So, how about that?
So there were
This year-
rockets.
Yeah, this year.
Just like bottle rockets, kind of. Not
Probably.
real ammunition.
Well,
China's the place, man.
that's
Is
where
that
I
where
was
they-
going to go.
there you go.
Tell me
Let's
what you
go.
know. Tell me what you know.
Well, I lived in Taiwan, so
Yeah. They say as early as 200 BC,
yeah, I believe
the
that.
Chinese were writing on green bamboo stalks and heating it on coals to dry. Sometimes if it was left on that heat too long, that wood expanded and burst, and then you'd have a bang. So that was
Cool.
like they noted that those noises also scared off, large mountain men. So that's what the purpose was back in the day, I guess.
To scare away the
scary.
enemy,
To scare away mountain
the Huns,
men. Yep, the
the
Huns.
Mongols.
So even some accounts acclaim that the fireworks were also thought to scare away any evil spirits out there.
I believe that.
Yeah, so as early as 200 BC with bamboo.
200 BC.
Yep. And just, of course, fireworks are just a chemical reaction. So in order to get that color, it just depends on the chemical utilized in it, which is kind of neat in itself. And I think I got some of that specific colors. So if you have like a lithium, that's going to produce your deep reds. Copper is going to give you blue. Titanium and magnesium will burn silver and white. Calcium will create orange, and sodium will produce yellow. And then finally, barium burns green. So
But we don't recommend mixing your own fireworks.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just sharing some fun facts through my research of what I learned about fireworks.
Well,
I
how do
didn't-
they make the designs? Like, how do you make a swallow? How do
Yeah.
you make
Okay. That's exactly it.
a
So
chrysanthemum?
you're just jumping ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay, so
means
the
your
development
topic's right.
of the fireworks shape, it's just simple bursts in like complex patterns. So the way they get heart, smiley face is actually quite an artistic design. And so what they say is they have to arrange the pyrotechnical stars within it. That's in an aerial shell to form the patterns. And then when it explodes, it goes outward and gets those shapes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be that person experimenting with different shapes. But maybe people find a lot of joy into that. So,
Yeah.
I think mostly you get the traditional of just the whatever you want to call that, the burst. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of shapes.
Well, not here.
Yeah.
But like when I was in Taiwan, they go serious on this stuff, and they would have I remember seeing bow ties,
Wow.
hearts, palm trees
That'd be neat.
in the sky. they're so serious about it. There's some villages where you're not allowed to watch the fireworks unless you wear a motorcycle helmet.
Oh, like they're gonna...
They just shoot right everywhere, it'll be right in your face.
Sounds kind of like Mandan.
That's me.
When you shoot in the city limits.
Oh no, this is like right on. I mean, it's right in your street. Everybody's
I know.
going
Have
nuts.
you ever been in Mandan over the 4th? I think they've since maybe done some banning of that, but you could just... They'd shoot them right in the bowling alley, everything over in Mandan. So,
Well,
anyways.
That's the Western spirit.
That is. Gotta celebrate America.
You got it.
You're not going to plan on taking a drive out west with the president arriving and taking a look at the library?
I was thinking about visiting with him for a while and give him some advice about his administration, but I feel like I'm too busy planting sick tomatoes right now.
Healing.
to take care of Donald. So
That's right.
I think Donald will find some other things to do.
I bet he's got all plans. All the
I
plans.
hear it's going to be a beautiful Teddy Roosevelt Center, though. I hear it's natural and.
Yeah, I haven't seen it up close.
Yeah,
I've just
I really would.
From where we can ride to. I will say we're going out there this coming weekend, but not over the 4th, and with his arrival our musical did get canceled, so I got to reschedule.
Oh, have you ever seen that before?
The musical? Yeah. This was my daughter's birthday wish, that she really wanted to go to the musical again. She's been there one time. So.
It's one more than I have.
You've never been. It's
too expensive.
Well.
It's like $50 a ticket or something.
Yeah, it's probably a little higher with the new.
I can't.
You
You
only live once, Tom. You could maybe.
Don't remind me. Yeah, that means I did a test. They said I'm going to live till I'm 83. So that means I got a while still to go to Medora.
You should check it out.
I will before I die.
I don't know what it's like now with the new production that came in and took over, but
Oh, really?
yeah, we'll see. Anyways, we need to focus back to plants, don't we? So I wanted to talk about how could we light up our landscape with some plants that resemble. What is your first guess?
Plants that resemble? Oh,
That resemble a firework.
well, I would say two to come to mind would be allium flower.
There you go, just right off the
Wow,
bat.
how about that?
Yeah. So that's going to include your onions, your garlic, your leeks, your shallots. Most of the time, if you're going to get this, you're going to get the ornamental.
Yeah, purple ones.
Yeah.
Purple flowers.
You ever plant these?
No,
Yeah, me neither.
but the deer don't like it. That's good.
Yeah.
No, I will before I die, just like Medora.
We're just
I
talking
will
bucket
plant
list
ornamental
today.
aliens. That's right.
Yeah. I think these, again,
You
you
put
definitely...
them in a background flower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. They're very... They attract
And they bloom
pollinators as
late.
well. Yeah. So I think they look good. They look like a
beautiful.
sparkler,
Yep.
up in the
Yeah, that's
sky.
a good-
You
I
can
agree.
get that purple is pretty the most common, but you can also get like a pink or a white.
Mm-hmm.
I also include dahlias. I think these are nice. Again, you get that shape of a firework. So excellent cut flower, annual. These come in so many colors. But it is best to buy these as transplants and just put them in right away. Pretty low maintenance. You will want to deadhead them to encourage more blooms, of course, but like dahlias?
Actually, that's my father's favorite
Is it?
flower, Figaro dahlia, and you can buy them in bedding plants. And
What's a Figaro? What color?
Figaro, that's mixed colors.
Oh, mixed colors.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
That's what you buy for bedding plants. Figaro mixed colors. So I always try to plant that in my garden. And in dahlias, you can buy bulbs. Mm-hmm. So, they can enjoy them.
Did you see any on the discounts, bargain hunting?
I was strictly going after the annuals.
Oh, okay. So no. It's all right. Didn't pay attention.
No, I didn't. Listen, I don't have time to lollygag around. I
I thought maybe just because you were
Gotta
there.
get my garden in.
That's right. That's right. My next one is a dianthus, also known as Sweet Williams. Again, these are like perfect little firework looking plants.
Brilliant.
Part of the carnation family. You can buy these as an annual, biennial, perennial. I like the perennial. Again, let them keep coming back. And if you do, you can divide those every few years. They bloom for several weeks. I think this is just a great perennial. How about cone flowers? Do you see the firework there resembling?
Yes, when I use my imagination, I can see that.
That's what we're about today. We're trying to bring in celebration. Celebrate the nature. Celebrate your flowers.
There you go.
All right, so these are a great pollinator plant. Obviously, purple coneflower is going to be your most common, but you can even find yellow, white, and I think these orange are just, I don't know. They're very intriguing to me. I like them a lot. I get a bunch of the purple though out in the pasture, so I don't do any extra coneflowers in my flower beds. How about fountain grass? You like sparklers? You ever run around with sparklers as a kid? No? Too dangerous?
Too dangerous.
Okay. I did.
Same with shooting guns.
Yeah.
Too dangerous.
Yeah.
I guess if I wore glasses. No.
I think
they're pretty.
Yeah, I think fountain grass is great, especially a great option as an ornamental grass. Most of them are only marginally hardy for zone 4, so you gotta pay attention on that one.
Yeah,
which is
Canadian viewers.
Say no.
All those in Manitoba, just say no.
Just say no. These do grow very quickly, which is nice. Talked about celosia before.
Oh, yeah.
This
One of
another
your favorites.
One. Yeah. Resembles a sparkler, especially in that plume type. I think those, I just think these are great in containers as well. Like they're vibrant.
That's true.
I like to add those into mine. Yep. Get a little bit of texture in there too. Very, very low maintenance, so that checks it off my list for me as well. How about another perennial, wild bergamot? That's a good one. Think good colors, purple, pink, lavender, and red. Again, if you're using your imagination, the fireworks when they come down.
I see it.
That one you can see pretty good?
I see that.
Good. This one blooms June to August. Excellent pollinator plant as well, since there's so many need for the pollinators out there. You'll want to divide these every 3 to 4 years. But yeah, I think this is a good one too. Fun. I think you can't not include asters. All of these, if you are seeing the trend, pretty good pollinators. Great fall color, easy to grow perennial, prefers the full sun or even partial sun. Can be from 6 inches tall to 8 feet tall. These can get very tall. Pink, white, red, and blues. You got any of these at your place?
No.
No?
I think Chinese asters, they would look a lot like a
firework. Better.
But if I had to get an aster, one that I'd get a New England aster.
Yeah.
Those purple petals with the daisy-like appearance, and the bees would love that in the fall. I think it's one of the best. Isn't that one of the best pollinator plants? Because it gives food in the fall for our poor bees before they freeze to death.
Their last suppers. Yeah. Well, and the last one that I included I just kind of picked 10. Wow. The columbine. There too. I think that's a good, if you imagine the firework, I think that's great. So, blooms May to July. Red, yellow, purple, white.
Blue too.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
You don't get a lot of blue.
Purplish blue, That's special. Yeah, I think that flower is fascinating to me. I've always been fascinated with columbine.
Me too.
Yeah,
their shapes.
So cool. And it's a little tricky to grow, I think. I don't see it too much out there. No? It's not like a coneflower.
No. Well, those just grow anywhere. Just about. You see those in the ditches, the pastures, all of that. So, No, I think I agree with you. I think especially when you pick up that flower and look at it, just the petals, the structure is very neat.
Unique.
Very neat.
I thought you were going to see mountain ash.
Oh.
Because mountain ash, has like those orange clusters.
Yeah.
Of fruits.
I didn't
think trees.
I didn't think trees or shrubs. We could have did
that would have been like second
linden.
guess. Yeah, but I think the mountain ash is the most fireworky tree.
Well, there you go. And you said if you have to imagine it.
Right.
So that's your +1, your bonus.
+1. But mountain ash got to have a cool, moist soil. So they're kind of temperamental.
Yeah.
So they're not, they're not low maintenance. You got to put mulcher on them. Get like the morning sun, east sun, and then they'll have a decent life. But as far as fireworks, that's up there for me. The fireworks of fall, I'd say, is bright orange clusters. You want to attract cedar waxwings too. They love that stuff.
There you go. Well, that's all I got. I just wanted to end the note on some ways that you could maybe imagine some fireworks in your yard.
Yeah, I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Man, time to celebrate our country.
That's right.
Greatest country on earth. I've been in a lot of them. Most of them you can't drink the water even, so forget that.
Yeah.
Or you go to Asia and the doors are so slow that you keep bumping your head on the top of the doorway. It's just so many problems out there.
I was going to say, I probably fit right in over there.
What is this food I'm eating? Oh, it's dog meat. Oh, come on. No thanks.
Yeah.
Give me a North Dakota hamburger any day over that. Or a Medora steak, right, that you fry. Is that right, on a pitchfork?
Yep. Pitchfork fondue out there. There you go.
Yeah, America's the best country. Freedom. So fortunate to live here.
Yeah.
So celebrate it.
I would agree. 250, big year. So enjoy the activities that are out there. Any other pieces of advice when it comes in the plant world?
Get your garden in. Don't wait any longer. Everything's on sale. One person said, wait till the 4th of July as far as sales. They'll probably just open the greenhouse door and say,
come on in.
Come on in. We're getting the dump truck out in the back tomorrow. So, but no, most greenhouses won't give that stuff away like that. But still, we still got about 90 days of growing season. If it's a normal year, like mid-September is our frost cut. Half of June, we got about 90 days. So we can still do a lot of stuff. Beans and carrots still, and zucchini, squash. Get some tomatoes in. But you can't keep delaying it. The days are getting shorter. I just warned you that today. That's so bad news.
After yesterday,
But yeah, get it going, and even some of the plants that Kelsey talked about, a lot of those add beautiful color in the late summer and fall.
I would agree.
There you go. Be safe.
Well, with that, I will say, too, happy 4th of July. And, of course, we thank you for joining us on Dakota Growing and hope that you will be on our future episodes.
Dakota Growing is a gardening show brought to you by Dakota Media Access and NDSU Extension. We discuss a variety of timely topics pertaining to your landscape, along with giving you tips and advice for your lawn, garden, and trees. If you have questions, call 701-221-6865 or email ndsu.burley.extension@ndsu.com. Dakota Growing airs on Radio Access 102.5 FM, Community Access Channel 12 or 612 HD, or online at freetv.org.